I should have told him that. That's my fault. I should have told him that. What's up, YouTube family? Gerald Greenlee here with Clean and Green Construction Services in South Georgia. Hey, hope y'all are having a great day. I use the term construction lightly because what I do is certainly light construction. So, going over here to first demo this deck. So I got to demo it and at least get those posts set and you know, get things set up to get it going back in. I may just set the post today and set the post in the frame and get everything stabilized, because I am going to be tying it to the house. I may just do that today and let it dry. I could come back and work on it in the morning, and I might do that, but I'm not sure, because I have a funeral to do tomorrow, and so I'm going to be tied up tomorrow for when I say tied up, that's not a negative term. I'm going to be unavailable, I guess is what I'm trying to say. You know how people take stuff the wrong way. I'm tied up, man. I ain't gonna be able to do this because of that. Nah, not like that, man. Not like that at all. But anyway, I won't be available for several hours tomorrow, and I usually don't do a whole lot on Saturday. I try to stay away from that, but because I've already started this, I might work some on it. We'll just have to see. We'll just have to see. And I still got a little landscaping project that I need to do. So, yeah. So anyway, just kind of taking care of things. Trying to get things nailed down, man. Nailed down. Got a busy week next week. My wife's having some surgery again. Got somebody in church that I'm taking to a doctor's appointment. So that's going to eat up, you know, that's going to make me unavailable for, you know, probably 4 hours out of one day, and then all of one day will probably be taken up with my wife. So that's a day and a half out of the schedule next week, and then the following week I'm going to be gone for 2 days. So it's going to be a busy couple of weeks, just because of not because of the lawn landscape construction stuff, but because of other things going on. So anyway, I don't want to make this thing too long. When we get up here, I'm going to show you what I'm doing. All right, y'all see all this material. Here's Kitty Cat with a bell on. What we're going to do is tear this out, and we're going back with this exact same size, but the steps will go the whole width of it. And I'm not sure how easy this is going to be to get out, but if nothing else, I told him I'd take the Sawzall and cut it off at the top and take that part off, and then, you know, take the rest out. And he's going to dispose of it and all that, so I don't have to worry about any of that, so that's good. So, anyway, here, kitty, kitty, kitty. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty. Let's see if you're a friendly kitty. Oh, yeah. Look at there. He's a pretty kitty. My goodness, you got some serious feet on you, buddy. All right, we got to get to work, kitty. Grab me some tools. Y'all could see I had help for a lot of that. So that's why I never turned the camera on and got you any real-time footage. But anyway, I think I'm gonna go ahead and finish that deck up, and you know, just record those parts and do all that as one video, and you know, in time lapse. So, as a matter of fact, you may have already now seen the whole time lapse for the process. I don't know, depends on how I put the video together. So anyway, that's it for today. I need to get home, put some of these tools up, get cleaned up, go meet with a family about a funeral, and then pumpkin carving with my daughters and Z-Man and my wife and whoever else. And so, busy afternoon and a funeral tomorrow. So, anyway, hey, I appreciate you watching, and I don't know if this is the closing or if I'll do another one. I'll probably just do another one because I'm sure there'll be some more stuff to talk about that I need to talk about related to the deck. So check back with y'all. All right, guys and gals, we are back on the deck building project. So just want to jump on here real quick. I cut out one stringer for the steps at the house. When you're cutting up a 2x12, man, and you don't do it every day, I just like to go check it and make sure it's make sure it's right, you know. Heck, that 2x12, I imagine that thing probably cost $40 for a 16 footer, so maybe more. But anyway, I cut one stringer out. I think it's right, but again, I just want to go double check and make sure. So that's what I'm heading up here to do. I'm gonna get up here and get set up, and then I'll try to show y'all what we got going on. I'm sure you noticed. Well, I don't know exactly how I'm gonna tie all this video together since it's over several days, but you will notice in the time lapse, some of it at least that I had, the homeowner sat out there the whole time, just about. Now, he didn't bother me, didn't even really talk a whole lot, but great guy, don't mind talking to him, but you know how it is when you're trying to get stuff done. So, and he wasn't being nitpicky or none of that kind of stuff. He was just out there hanging out. Just gave him something to do, I reckon. He's 80-something years old, so just likes to hang out with people, you know. So anyway, I'm about there. Once I get set up, I'll show you what we got going on. All right, so there's our first stringer, and we are level, real close to it. So, and if we have to, we'll go down a little bit with this bottom, because we are going to put 2x on this where we're putting 5/4 up there. So I'm going to go ahead and now and cut the other 2 out of it and get them done. Him that. That's my fault. I should have told him that. So I'm done. Well, I was done. I had a little bit of sanding to come back and do. I didn't bring my sander with me. I like to try to sand on them a little bit, but we got a little bit of an issue. Homeowner said, hey man, if I'd have known, he said, if I'd have seen this before you put it up, we'd have took that board back. And what it is 2x6 pressure treated, number 2 lumber deck, you know. And you know how they have some rough edges on them. You're gonna have one bad edge on them almost all the time, right? But I didn't tell him that up front, you know, that, you know, that's just something you have to deal with. Now, if you go out and hand pick all your lumber out and stuff, you may dig through and find enough you could do a deck like that with. But So I said, well, I got to sand it, you know. And he said, okay, well, maybe that'll look better. But I got to looking at it and thinking about it. It's really not bad. It's a small rounded edge that looks black. And I said, I told him, I said, I tell you what, mister, I will come back and tear that 2x6 off and put 5/4 decking board up there if you like, because 5/4 decking board has a lot better finish to it. He said, well, I hate for you to do that because the workmanship's perfect, you know. I mean, it's built well. It's just that lumber, you know. And I said, well, I said, I tell you what, I'm gonna swap it. And he said, well, I hate for you to go through that trouble and all. I said, no. I said, because when I leave here, I want you to be happy, right? Now, normally when I build a deck out of pressure treated, I tell people, now look, pressure treated wood, some of it's rough. When it dries, it'll cup, it'll bow, it'll warp, right? All of these things happen to it, you know. And, but I didn't tell him that. And so I'm gonna take responsibility for it, you know. And look, it's gonna cost me, you know, $20 for the boards and an hour to do it. So on a project like that, you know, that's really not that big a deal. You know, it's not. An hour a time and $25, $30, whatever it is. Well, it'd be 2 hours a time because I'm gonna have to get the boards, but I'm gonna grab them while I'm already in town tomorrow, and then I'll come back out here. I'll come back over here and just swap them out. See, the bad thing is you gotta set all the tools back up to do it. Set all the tools back up, then you gotta, you know, take that stuff off, put the new on. So it's aggravating, but customer service, man. You want to be well in customer service, and this guy's already got 2 other projects he wants me to do. So, you know, when you do the first one for somebody, you kind of figure out, hey, how, you know, they're gonna be real picky, and then before, yeah, I ain't quoted down the other one, so I got to keep this in mind, you know, because I may have to pay myself to go to Lowe's and dig through lumber and do all that kind of stuff, you know. So anyway, that's a wrap for this part of the project. In fact, I don't think I'm going to do any more on it, so I'm just going to close out this video here as far as that goes. I'm not going to go back up there and record that little bit I do, or if I do, I'll put it with something else I'm doing probably. So anyway, hey, I do appreciate y'all taking the time to watch the video. Remember, stay aware of the details, man. Make sure the customer knows the details. If not, it could cost you some material like it's gonna do me, and it could cost you some time. It could cost me time and money. Both are important, right? In business. And well, in life too. I mean, you gotta have something, you gotta have time, you need some money. So you know, and look, I could have left it like that. He would have been okay if I'd have sanded it, but if he already had a question about it that quick while I'm still there working, the best thing to do in my mind was just to go ahead and fix it. So that's what I'm gonna do. Anyway, hey, appreciate you watching. My prayer for you is always the same, that the Lord might richly bless you, and that you might see all of your blessings as from Him. Hope you have a great day.